The Washington State Human Rights Commission's website makes it clear. If you believe you've been discriminated against based on a protected class status, you may file a charge of discrimination for the agency to investigate. That's what Haven Wilvich did when she says a spa denied her access because of her gender identity.
I looked up the laws in Washington State around public accommodation and found that it's illegal to exclude trans women from women's spaces.
She filed the report in early 2020. More than a year went by before Haven found out the commission directed the spa to allow trans women. And for Haven, that was the end of it until the beginning of June this year.
I found myself getting targeted with hundreds of hate messages and threats of violence.
The messages shared with us, incredibly vile, but Haven wants you to hear some of what she's received.
You'll never be a woman, go kill yourself. Haven Wilvich is a predator. Hope karma comes for this disgusting, misogynistic pervert.
To Haven's surprise, her complaint to the Human Rights Commission ended up in court documents, the spa taking the commission to court because of its decision. That case was dismissed, but Haven's trouble had just started.
Transphobes on the internet were able to find my name in connection to this and are trying to place the blame for the change on me rather than on state law.
Now, it's state law concerning public disclosure of these complaints that's getting attention.
It was concerning to me, especially when you think about the violence that trans people suffer.
Civil rights attorney Scott Blankenship.
I think there should be the option of being able to do an anonymous complaint.
As it stands now, the form you fill out when filing a charge of discrimination warns any information or documents you submit to the commission are subject to public record laws. Blankenship believes laws need to change to protect those who come forward with claims of discrimination.
If you can't basically make a complaint without feeling that you're personally going to be at risk for doing it, it's going to chill people's rights, and that will end up hurting everyone.
Who knows how many people have read the form and saw the fine print about public disclosure and got turned away from changing things that need to be changed.
Haven hopes her story will push state lawmakers to reform public disclosure laws.
Minority people who make reports of human rights laws being violated should be protected from public disclosure.
I did reach out to lawmakers about Haven's story, and Senate Republican leader John Braun got back to me saying Senate Republicans absolutely oppose anyone's safety being threatened, and if the public disclosure laws are having that effect, they would be willing to review them. If any changes are proposed, I'll be sure to let you know. In the newsroom, Cornelius Hawker, King 5 News.